Do you want to hear something totally insane that will totally blow your mind? You know, many listing agents are constantly coming to me. I have nothing in my listing pipeline. I don't have any listings. I don't know how to get listings. And that's one of the things that we talk about in the Listing Collective is how to get listings. And one of the best ways to get listings is using probates. Yes, probate listings are really lucrative. I will tell you that when I first started working probates as a listing agent in San Francisco, I got my first $1.5 million listing after working probates for only 3 weeks. This is something that I think that is absolutely important for all listing agents to really acknowledge, because the truth of the matter is 70 to 80% of all the probate listings are really, they're going to sell. They're going to come on the market. And you want to be the agent that gets those listings. Let me tell you, real fast, if you want my probate gold kit that talks about probates, how to do it, everything from A to Z, stay to the end and I'll tell you how to get that kit. But here's the deal. You want to do probate listings. And let me tell you, there's so many agents that think, oh, probates are so difficult, or I have to have a special accreditation, or I need to have legal training, or I don't know who to call or who to talk to, or it must be really complicated. All of that is total BS. You don't have to worry about that. I mean, I love probates because I was silly enough to just jump into probates without really any formal training whatsoever. And so I just, it was like, I just was walking through fire, just learning as I go. And that's what I put into my probate gold kit, is just basically 30 plus years of experience working with probates. But here's the deal. Probates are super lucrative. And why? Because you, generally speaking, you don't have much competition. All right, there's not a lot of agents in your marketplace that are specifically going after probate listings. You don't need any special training whatsoever. So, your competition's low. You don't need any training. And the best part too is it doesn't cost hardly any money. That's the best part. It really costs no money to get a probate listing, because what you guys will know if you haven't seen any of my other videos is my philosophy is not to spend money on BS listing leads or spend money and to try to get listings, because there's so many different ways to get listings that don't cost any money. And probates is the #1 way to get listings without spending a lot of money. So you definitely want to work probates. And so hear me out on this. I'm going to give you one task that you could do, one micro task, one small baby step that you could do to try to find probates. So the best thing is that at most, I think except maybe Louisiana, all counties in the United States have their own probate court, and they have an online portal. Again, a probate is nothing more than somebody died. Okay, they have real estate and the family, generally speaking, they want to sell that real estate 70 to 80% of the time. And here's the deal. You want to be their go-to realtor. That is the key. You want to be their go-to real estate agent. So this is really super important. So I'm going to give you one micro step, one small baby step that you can do right now is you go to the online portal, just Google your probate county name, online portal. Every county has one. Definitely what you want to do then is go into that portal and look up the probate cases, okay? You could start off by maybe just, I don't know, pick the last probate filings that have been filed in the last 30 days. There'll be a list of all the probates that have been filed, and it does take a little bit of work. What you want to do is you're going to want to go into each probate filing, and you're going to want to look at the ones that have real estate, okay? And the best part too is that you can cherry pick the listings, especially if they're higher end or especially if they're above your average sales price. You want to pick those real estates the real estate that really attracts you, that really is in your demographic, higher than your average sales price in the best areas that you really want to work. And then write down the information. Who's the probate attorney? What is their contact information? Who are the heirs? What is their contact information? Because yes, all that information will be in there, including obviously the address of the property. And so then you really want to contact those. But that's your baby step. Your baby step initially is just to start looking up probates in the online portal. And then you're going to then want to contact the attorneys and contact the heirs. Now, in some districts, in some counties, the probates, they may charge a small amount of money to go through. But if that's the case, remember, we don't want to spend any money. So if that's the case, you can always go to Plan B. And Plan B is simply reaching out to probate attorneys because they are the ones that control everything. And the thing that I like about contacting probate attorneys is they know what the family's going to do with the property. They know where the probate is in the process and how many more months is left before it gets signed off so the house can go on the market. They usually pretty much know everything. So the beauty of this is your Plan B is to contact probate attorneys, call them up and ask them about their probates that they have currently. Do they need a real estate agent? Do they need help with valuations? Do they, and ask them what the family's going to do with the property. If the family's going to keep it, then obviously move on to the next probate attorney. But what you want to do with every probate attorney conversation that you have, these people work with real estate all the time. You want to make those people your best friend. Put them in your CRM, call them 3-4 times a year and ask them, how is it going with your probates? Can I help out? Do you need a broker's price opinion, a BPO? Do you need valuations on anything that you have going on right now? Is there anything I can do to help you with your probates? And, it's the old 80-20 rule. Usually, 20% of the people are going to be super friendly. 80% of those attorneys are going to be really professional, but they're going to probably get you off the phone. 20% are going to be really super friendly. Regardless, you want to put all of them into your CRM, constantly bombard them with help and service, and hopefully get referrals from them. And those 20% of the attorneys that are really friendly to you, really be best friends with them. Offer to take them out to coffee. Offer to take them out to lunch. Bring cookies to their office. Get creative, but be best friends and the best resource for these attorneys, because it's not just what they have going on right now, but if you call them 6 months from now or a year from now, they're going to have more probates with real estate, and they could really, quite honestly, be your bread and butter for your business. You can get countless real estate referral listings from probate attorneys. So how do I know this? I've been doing this for over 30 plus years. I'm in one of the toughest markets in San Francisco and one of the top producers there. And I've been working probates for years. And I just love it because generally speaking, you're working with probate attorneys, professionals, and it's just a great experience. Oh, and did I mention you're getting listings that don't cost any money? So again, this could be a huge piece of your business. This definitely could be one of the 3 streams of listings that I really want every listing agent to have in their business. 3 sources of listings that they're bringing in, 3 marketing strategies. This is the perfect strategy for you. So check out that portal, get into some probate filings, and start making some calls, people. And again, if you want my probate gold kit that talks about probates, what to say, how they work, what to say to heirs, what to say to attorneys, how this whole thing goes down from A to Z, just put probate in the comments below. And if you're lucky, I may even have a link that gives you direct access to the probate gold kit. So hit that link as well too. Otherwise, I would love to hear your comments about how probates can be an integral part of your listing business. So put those in the comments as well. All right, jump into those portals and let me know what you find out. Thanks so much.